Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Makes the catch. It's Bryant. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Oh, that one will leave a mark. We need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Off the play fake on first down. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll go with a direct snap. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Back to throw. It's Van Buren. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Wants to bring it back. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
He has 89 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's first and 10. Makes the catch. It's Blue. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. To the air. It's Van Buren.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
A run for the quarterback. Showing up. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to fire on second down. Touchdown, Alabama! Fired in from the red zone toward the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Pitt is ahead early in the Steel City, but that's not exactly Tony Dorsett out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're by 13 over Wake Forest. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Back to the ground with the running back. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Gonna run it. It's Bryant. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Taylor. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. Complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was...
Put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this...
Turning it on! Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. On the run, it's Bryant. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. Pressure coming. Firing to the right, complete. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Dogs have their offense in high gear.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws.
He wants to take the top off. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown Bulldogs. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17 is not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
They'll run it from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. To the air, it's Van Buren. Finds his target down the middle. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Unloads to the wideout. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Great place to start for this offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. On the move, he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Marches ahead. Touchdown, Dogs! And the beatdown has ensued.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. And the rush will get to him at the 25. They bring the punter onto the field now.
Number 32 on to kick it away.
Secures it at the 30. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. There he goes. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. And the Bulldogs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Touch pass on the run. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking for a crease to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Finds a man on the left. Touchdown, Georgia! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Aggressive, 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 man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
38, Alabama, 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Winston. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Back to pass, it's Van Buren. Finds his tight end. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up, they'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback up.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll run it from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing...
Oh, he's fresh set of downs. From the gun. Give on the inside. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Here comes the offense on second down. Pulls and fires complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing.
They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Trying to get themselves back in the football game.
On fourth down, looking to pass. On target. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. Third and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Complete to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. To the air on first down. Unleashes one. Intercepted. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Leaves it with the back. Taking it the other way. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6. And the Dogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. He's going to take off. Breaks into the open. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just gets rid of it before the heat. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first. Red zone. Can the D deny them on second and goal? The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. Fourth and goal from the 4. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that are just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Going to take a shot on second and short. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Alabama comes to the line on third and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. He's got an open man. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Alabama with a first and 10 here. They go to the draw. And a second and 2. The give on the option. Turning it on. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Gets it out quickly. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total dominance.